there. Welcome to Within Living's YouTube channel. My name is Lois, and I'm so happy that you're here. And I want to thank you for coming here. So here at Within Living, all our conversations are focused towards spirituality, right? We're here to support you on your spiritual awakening journey. And our conversations here are focused on consciousness. And when I say consciousness, I'm talking about the superconscious mind, right? Who some of us call the superconscious mind, some of us call it God, some of us call it the Holy Spirit, some of us call it Allah, some of us call it the universe, some of us call it Jesus, some of us call it the Christ. It doesn't really matter what we in humanity call it. It has named itself I am. It is I am. And I am is all inclusive. I am is everything. There's absolutely nothing that exists that does not exist or have not existed in I am. So I am is consciousness. And I am is eternal. So anything and everything that has ever existed, no matter how far back, is existing right here, right now in consciousness. And you and I are part of this one consciousness, God. You and I are actually God keyed low. I know that sounds offensive to some, but my friend, this is what this conversation today is about, that I'm going to take you back and prove to you who you are within yourself, that you are consciousness. So anyway, here on this platform, I am going to bring you content that is going to be very, very thought-provoking. Yes, I am. And not to provoke you in a bad way. No, not at all. But to encourage you or inspire you to really think below the surface. It's time when in our spiritual awakening, this is why we've been spiritually awakened. We've been jolted into this awareness that we're more than these bodies that we have. We're more than flesh and blood, that we indeed are divine eternal beings. That should trigger in us a desire to go below the surface then, to begin to seek out, to learn, to know, to gain clarity on who we truly, honest to God, are. Who are we then if we're more than these spiritual beings? So my content is intended to provoke you to do that, not to question what I say. No, I don't question anything I say to you. It's true to me. But it doesn't mean it's true to you. And I don't want you to take my word for it. No, that's why I'm provoking you to go within and ask the question of your inner being, who is God within you, that it will reveal to you your own truth to you, and then you will know in a very personal and unique way to you. And when you have this revelation from within, it will be absolutely life transforming. It is going to change you from within the depths of your being, right? And when you're changed within, your outer world will reflect that also. But it will also cause you to begin to develop a relationship, right, with this inner being that you are. So, having said that, I want to welcome everyone here, everyone who is listening to this, watching this video here. I thank you sincerely for that. Some of you here, I am aware, are not subscribed to our channel, but you watch, and I appreciate you watching. And it is my intention that you also are blessed exponentially from my content. For those of you who have subscribed, thank you so much. Know that I appreciate your subscription. I value it. I value you. And again, my intention is that you are blessed and supported here on this Within Living YouTube channel through my content. And for you, my regular subscribers, y'all are my family. And you know I love you dearly. And I'm very grateful to you for continuing to watch my videos, sharing my videos, liking my videos, exchanging your comments in the comment boxes, having a dialogue with me, and making this channel a success. I greatly appreciate you, and I value you, and I thank you for being here. And I intend that you will continue to grow and expand in your consciousness and your awareness. Okay, so before we go further, I want to invite you, go to my website. It's at withinliving.com. There's a lot of content for you there. I also want to encourage you, if you have not considered becoming a part of our Within Living transformational community, that's what I'm going to be calling our community, right? Then you go right ahead and look in my comments box. I will have some information there about what we're offering in the Within Living transformational community, and you'll be able to connect to it through my blog. Go to my blog at withinliving.com, and from there you'll find a link to go to our community and become a part of our community. In our community, I'm taking our conversations on YouTube way below the surface of this, right? And I'm actually wanting to bring forth group coaching. I will offer you two levels of membership, and you can choose which one suits you. And you'll also have a couple of days free that you can join up for free and log in and see what we're all about, and then you decide. Our community is very, very different, and I know it'll be a wonderful experience for you. So come ahead and join us and grow. My intention in having this community is to support you and assist you. Since I cannot possibly coach each of you individually, it's possible but not feasible, then this is a way that I feel the source of me is showing it to me that I can give you the support you need to really develop your spiritual muscles and come into the own of who you are as spiritual beings, and not really live in the identity of your true God self. Okay, now let's get into today's conversation then. So today, I want to talk to you about awareness. I'm not sure what we're going to be titling this one yet. You know how that goes. But I'm sure the source of me will give me a title along the way. But anyway, so let's talk about awareness. And what is awareness? And I'm going to prove to you in this video right here. I'm going to give you, focus this video right here more on a meditation, an exercise. This video today is not going to be so much about talking content. I want to walk you through an exercise in this video to take you back within yourself and connect to who we call consciousness, who is God, that it can prove to you who you are. Okay? All right. So are you ready? All right, a couple of things are going to be required of you. First of all, you need to get in a quiet place. So if this is not an appropriate time for you to view this video, that's fine. Do it at a later date. But whenever you're doing it, I would like for you to be in a place where you're not disturbed and you're not distracted, okay? So you're gonna turn off the TV, turn off any external noises as much as possible. Make sure you're not going to be being called to do something else, or someone else is going to be requiring your attention for at least the next 15 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes. And then I want you to get in a comfortable position. You don't have to lay down. You could be sitting down, but somewhere where you're relaxed. Get your body relaxed. And then I want you to now then begin to just clear your mind. And how do you clear your mind? All them thoughts are going on, right? I want you to not follow them. So when the thoughts come up in your mind, right, I want you to be your God self. And who your God self is with your thoughts, opposed to your egoic self. Your God self simply observe the thoughts. It does not participate with them. So if a thought comes up and it's talking about something that happened back then, or something it hopes will happen in the future, when we are not living in consciousness, which is in awareness, we're not consciously aware of what's going on with us, then the egoic mind then immediately jumps in and it grabs a thought, whichever one it wants to mimic at the moment. And before you know it, it just starts following that thought. And before you know it, you kind of come to yourself and you realize that you have been creating all these, you've been building it out. It was just a thought, and now you're building out an imagination around that thought because you're creating all these other thoughts attached to it. At first, it's just one thought. And then as the egoic mind brings up all these other connecting thoughts, we're building a web here. We're creating an imaginary scene around that thought, and we're forming an opinion. While we're doing it, we're having an opinion. That opinion, it could be one of doubt and insecurities and all the reasons why it could never ever happen to us anyway. Or that opinion could be like, well, yeah, I'm hoping it will and I'm working toward it. Yes, it's going to happen, but I'm chipping away at it. You know, I'm working toward it. I'm earning it, right? So we're not participating with that. Instead, we are bringing forth the God self. We're bringing forth your essence. We're bringing forth your I amness. Your I amness is never going to be in competition with your ego. You cannot live in both worlds at the same time. In fact, in the good book, in the scriptures, there's a scripture that says you cannot serve two masters at one time. It was speaking in there, in the context of that, about money, God and money. And that's another conversation. But it's also applicable to a variety of things in life, to all of life, really. We can't be multitasking, really, honestly, it doesn't work. It's busy work. It doesn't get the right outcomes. So we can't be being God and being the ego, which is being human, at the same time. And if we do, or when we do, because we all do it, I've done it, still have to work at not doing it, then we are what's called double-minded, because we're working in two sides of the mind, two minds. And when we're in two sides of the mind, we're double-minded. We either get a chaotic outcome or we get no outcome at all. So back to our meditation for today. I want you to close your eyes and just listen to what I'm saying. I want you to now take a couple of deep breaths. And I want you to breathe through the diaphragm. This is the diaphragmic breathing. So what we're going to do is you're going to close your mouth and you're going to breathe up slowly and then rapidly as if you're pulling in through a straw through your nostrils. And then we're going to hold it for a count of 3. Hold your breath when you pull it in. And as you pull it in, you should feel your stomach push out. So your diaphragm is expanding, right? And then when you breathe out, you're going to breathe out like you're blowing out, poof, like that, right? And as you blow out, your stomach is going to contract, or your diaphragm is contracting. Why are we doing diaphragmic breathing? Because it slows down the breathing. It slows the body down, and it brings you quickly into a state of relaxation. So here we go then, all right? So breathing in. At 3, we'll breathe in. So 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go and push out. Right? I want you to do that 2 more times. So 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Out. Do you feel that? I want you to put your awareness on that. I want you to put your awareness on your entire body. and feel where you're feeling an adjustment in your body. You might feel it in your shoulders. All of a sudden you might feel like one of your shoulders is off sync, a little higher than the other one, right? You might feel like you want to, just shuffle your shoulders around. You could do that. You might feel it in the base of your spine, like, I need to sit up a little more straight. You could do that. You might actually feel it in your esophageal passage, in your throat, like you want to clear your throat. You could do that. So hold your awareness there and just feel it. Feel it. Feel what you're aware of at this very moment. Now I want you to ask yourself, what am I feeling? Just ask yourself within yourself, what am I feeling? And then just continue to be aware of what you're feeling. Continue to be aware of any shifts internally in your body. You might feel a shift in those shoulders. You might feel a shift in your lower spine. You might feel a shift in your esophageal passage. You might also even feel a shift in your feet at this point. How about your neck? You might feel that at the base of your neck. You need to straighten your neck up a little bit. Just be aware of that for a moment. So what is happening? You might be wondering, what is happening within you? What is happening is that you are energy. You are 99.9999% energy. We all are. Everything. Okay? And so when you become aware, what you're doing now is you're not blocking or resisting the thoughts. You're allowing them to come up and fall. They rise and they fall. And I want you to observe or be aware that as they rise and fall, the fact that you're not giving any focus, attention to them, they're actually falling much more rapidly. This is what happens when we are very focused. So when we talk about shifting identity and taking our focus from the external, the chatter of the mind, and what's projected in the external at the moment, and we're focused on our true identity, our true God self of who we're harmonizing with, the old belief or old self of us, the old thoughts, they will die off. This is what you're experiencing at this very moment. Now, I want you to ask your inner self, what am I aware that I am aware of? Again, I want you to ask your inner being, the higher intelligence of you, what am I aware that I am aware of? And I want you to just hold your awareness, which is your consciousness, on this question, not in a focused way. I mean, not in a forceful way. Pardon me, not in a forceful way, just in a trusting, childlike, relaxing way. What am I aware that I am aware of at the moment? And allow that to come up. It will reveal to you exactly what you are being aware of, that you are aware of at this moment. I believe you will experience that you are aware of being perfectly fine. I believe that you're being aware that you are perfect. You might even feel at this point a release of emotion. If the tears are flowing, let them. And if they're not, don't force them. But just allow your consciousness, the God of you, to guide you, to reveal to you what you are aware of being aware of at this moment. Just enjoy that for a moment. Just soak that in for a moment. Okay. I want you to hold the memory of that moment coming out of this meditation. We're not done yet, but I want you to hold the memory of this moment. And now then, I want you to ask your inner self, who am I aware of being? What is my awareness of being? Who am I aware of being right here, right now? Who am I? Who am I right here, right now? Who am I aware of being right here, right now? Take a moment and just absorb that. For each of us, there's no cookie cutter answer here. At the end of the day, that answer will be the same thing, but it may be presented in a different way to each and every one of us because we're so uniquely different, right? We're the one. We're exactly the one. We're the same. We're identical. But our experiences are different. So the revelation from the source of us will be uniquely different. It will be perfectly in harmony with exactly who we are as the individual vessels that we are. So again, ask the question and lean into the feeling, feel it, of who am I aware of being right here, right now? What is my true identity? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I aware? Aware of being. Whatever identification comes to you from that, hold on to that. Hold on to that. Cherish that. We'll take just another moment, and then we'll come out of this meditation. I'll let you know when. Just absorb and enjoy this moment of recognizing your awareness of who you are right here, right now. Okay. So now, on a count of 3, I want you to slowly open your eyes. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes. Okay, how does that feel? You should feel an enormous amount of freedom. You should be feeling an enormous release, like the pressures of the world has just been taken off of your shoulder. You should come out of this with a different, whether you're consciously aware of it, and by the way, don't get all hung up on, oh, I didn't hear it, I didn't feel it. You did. You did. If you asked, the answer was given, so you did. It may not be revealed consciously in your mind. You may not hear it right now because there's something else blocking it, but it will come to you. It will be revealed to you. You will know. You will absolutely know. Many, many, many of you experienced it live as you were doing this, but some of you, obviously, you will get it as we go forward, okay? So don't get hung up on that. Don't get hung up on that. I want you to take this video and I want you to go back as often as you need to. Maybe if you need to do it once a day, several times a day for a week, 2 weeks, a month, however long, until you get that connection in there. What we just did, people, that was proof to you that you are awareness. You are awareness. You are I am. You are the identification of I am. I in I am is existence. You have to exist before you become anything at all. And awareness is God. You cannot, for example, spiritual awakening actually just simply means you suddenly became aware. That's what awareness is. You suddenly became aware that there is more to you and to your life than just your body, your experiences, your emotions, your 5 senses, right? That you truly are a spiritual being and you are one with the divine source of you. So your experience that you just had here today now was really taking you back. My intention in doing this was to take you back and to prove to you that yes, when I say you are God, you are God. I know that sounds offensive at first to a lot of people. That was also a very hard rub for me. It was a hard rub for me. I remember, yes, it took me, for me personally, I didn't have anyone to help me. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have a coach. I didn't have a guide. God, the source of me, revealed these things to me throughout my life. And I had to rely on God to validate, to let me know that I wasn't really truly going neurotic, crazy. Yeah? Because at first that was very, very hard. I knew it was true intuitively. Yes, like you do. I know that intuitively you know it's true. But up here, it rubs against the grain of what we've always been taught in humanity, in our human experiences. It rubs against the grain of what society, conformity of society has believed, but it is true. And so the exercise you just went through was the exercise to prove to you, to validate to you that you are consciousness. You are consciousness. And when you live in awareness of the consciousness of who you are within you, it will reveal to you anything and everything that you require to have from it, because it is you. It is not outside of you. We didn't go outside of you today for you to know what you are aware of that you are aware of. We didn't go outside of you today to know who you are aware of being. It was not outside of you. It was inside of you. That's what I mean when I say go within. Go within and connect. We connected back with today your divine being. We connected back today with the true essence of who you are, your divine nature, your God self. I mean, how wonderful is that? How wonderful is that? So this is a different kind of video. I didn't see it coming. I didn't know what we were to talk about today, but the source of me is always faithful. I trust the God of me. I just let it, because we are the one. We are the one. And this is what came up. Just the word awareness came to me. It's recognizing awareness just came to me, and it's like, okay, we did this. I hope you enjoyed it. Different kind of video. I hope you enjoyed this. And I would greatly appreciate it if you'd go ahead and put in the comments box below what some of your experiences were with this and how you feel about this kind of content. Okay? And this kind of content is what I want to be doing a lot more of in our community. Not so much going to be out here on YouTube like this. If you want this on YouTube, then come join our community. But this is some of the kind of the things that we're going to be doing inside of our community. Okay, so just to give you a taste of what's up ahead for us. All right, so you enjoy this. You have a magnificent week. Go back and do this meditation a couple of times and just enjoy your experience of being aware. Be aware. Live in consciousness of your true identity, of your divine nature and your God self. Because at the essence of you, your spirit, your divine being, you are the one consciousness. All right, so go to the blog. Lots of information on my website. Go to my website at withinliving.com. And from my website, you'll find my curated one-on-one coaching. You will find my coaching self-paced courses, and you'll also find our community. So you can link to any of those of my services from withinliving.com. So that's going to be it for this week. So until next time, right? You just have a magnificent day. Remember, you are awareness. You are consciousness. And you just call that awareness forth anytime you need to. Become the observer of your thoughts and deny the egoic self. And that way you harmonize and align with your God self. All right. That's going to be it for today. So till next time. Bye-bye for now. Remember, there's one God. There's only one source, one consciousness. We are all in it. We're not just a part of it. We're in it. We are it. And I send to you today peace, the peace of this consciousness, and one love. It's just one love, one source, one consciousness, one God. We're all a part of the one. You soak that love up. That's what this meditation was about, soaking that love up. So soak it up and go share it with others. Bye-bye for now.